All right, so I came up with a really, I think, good concept. It came to my mind while I was working on this little project that I have to do for a club that I'm in or whatever. So while I was developing my idea, um, I was like, wow, that sounds good. That might help somebody. So, or whatever the case may be. So share it. So I won't tell the whole story, but I think often in life, I watch somebody really important to me struggle with trying to make everything in life happen before, subsequently pass and like trying to get that last push, trying to make sure, all the ducks was in a row and all those different types of things. So I learned from that. So I'm trying not to do it. And I think sometimes we have to encourage ourselves and see the good in us, see the talent in ourselves, see the ability that we might take for granted or might not notice, or other people knock you down for whatever reason, or whatever the case may be. It don't even necessarily have to be that. It could just be a self thing, and you just don't see it. So the thing that came to my mind was imagining, you know, being able to meet your spirit in person. I know that sounds weird, but just, ride with me for a minute. So imagine being able to meet your spirit in person and being able to have a conversation with your spirit. What would you tell your spirit? I know for me, just to give an example, I would be like, um, I feel like you're a very strong person, and I admire that. I feel like you have weaknesses and you're aware of most of them and you try to work on them. I feel like you're strong, but you're also caring, and you have I don't know if you want to call it sensitive side or whatever the case may be, but you have a heart. Um, I admire that you don't quit. I admire that even though you can be down sometimes, you're extremely like optimistic, and the energy that you give off and the vibe, whatever you call it, is one that suggests that you're going to win it all, and you don't believe that it's going to go any other way. And it can go on and on and on. But what if you met yourself? What would you tell yourself? What would you say to your spirit? What compliments would you give? What type of encouragement would you give? And even think about this. What would you tell your spirit that you wished you could have accomplished? Like, man, I wish you just would have did this. I wish you would have went for that one thing. I wish you would have. What would you tell your spirit? Now, after you have that conversation and the things that you would tell your spirit, come back to where we are now, because all those things that you spoke are true about yourself. Don't let those things go. Remember those things and go for it. Whatever you told your spirit that you wish you would have did, whatever you think about yourself, because it's true. If it's bad, build on it. Just everything that you would have said in that conversation, that is the reality. One thing that my grandmother told me that will stick with me for the rest of my life, I don't care what anybody say about me, is life is about what I believe about myself. It's about what I believe. It don't matter what nobody else think. I'm not saying that in a selfish way, but that's just a mindset. It is what it is. It's about what I think and what I believe. But that's a whole nother topic for another day if you don't get it. It's a mindset. It's not a selfish thing. It's a mindset. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with everybody. And as usual, man, don't take no days off.